Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt, also known as the Ammo Nerd. We have the best millimeter today, 10 millimeter, 180 grain full metal jacket from Magtech. In full transparency, one of my followers, Robert K, donated some funds for us to test this out to see if it can live up to the velocity claims that 10 millimeter likes to have, because everyone else likes to pud load these things. Let's throw these guys on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. I'm recording the introduction to this after I've done the velocity testing, so that's why you see snow in the background, but we recorded the velocity testing a couple of weeks, if not maybe a couple months ago. For our 10 millimeter testing, we only have two barrel lengths afforded to us today. I think it's a Glock 29 SF. I think it has a 4 1/4 inch barrel. Then we have a Rock Island Armory 10 millimeter 1911 that has a 5-inch barrel. We have our Pro Pal Digital DLX, as well as our Garmin Zero C1 that we got from Bass Pro Shops / Cabela's. A big thank you to them for donating that, because it's good to have two of those data sets to look at those velocities, because sometimes the light screen chronograph gets a little bit off because of the angle of the sun, or if there is no sun, then we have to remember to put the light screens on there. But it's good to have both those data sets. After we've done our velocity, we're just looking for a general reliability testing, and we'll step out to maybe 10 to 20 yards to do a practical accuracy test. Since this is 10 millimeter and I don't have any optics on any of these guns, the accuracy probably isn't going to be a good representation of the ammunition, more so my skill set.
And now a word from today's video sponsor.
Our sponsor for today's video is Venture Surplus. When I was little, we used to have an Army surplus store in town. I still have the USGI wolf scarf from there, and my son loves playing with my camo paint kit. I've always wanted a pair of those sweet Mickey Mouse boots as well. Whether you're after nostalgic pieces or serious field-tested gear, Venture Surplus has you covered. Their catalog is massive, that's what she said. Base layers and clothes up the wall, first aid gear, and even those sweet inert grenades. And they're constantly adding new stock. But don't wait too long, their inventory does rotate. What you see today could be gone tomorrow. What sets Venture Surplus apart is their commitment to quality. They have the best grading system in the industry, and their team knows the gear inside and out because they've used it themselves. This isn't just for LARPing. It's proven in the field and ready for serious use by serious people. If my kid ever discovers Venture Surplus, he'll go broke stocking up on first aid gear and MREs. Thank you again, Venture Surplus, for sponsoring this video and providing the gear people need when it matters most. We'll start with our shortest barrel length. This is our Glock 29. This has a 4 1/4 inch threaded barrel on it. And now on to our 5-inch. This is a Rock Island Armory. I think it's TAC 2 FS, not sure. Picked it up from Palmetto State Armory on clearance. You guys had asked for 10 millimeter testing, so now we've got one in-house. Ooh, muzzle flash. Oh, that one's a jam. Almost 1,200 feet per second from our 5-inch barrel here. $11.89 on that last shot. Still shy of our SIG Elite control. If anything, I would work on bumping these up. Here is our Magtech 180 grain full metal jacket at 15 yards towards the end of the day, so the target's a little harder to see. These are iron sights on both guns. We shot the 4 1/4 at 3.56 inches as well as 4.398. We had two touching up there, and then just general pistol accuracy degraded. As far as the 5-inch, that's probably the best group at 1.647 inches. We'll step up to around 7 yards to see if those groups tighten up, which they should. But as always, your mileage may vary. It's around 50 degrees outside today. Shot from a bag on the bench. Here is our Magtech 180 grain 10 millimeter at 7 yards, 1.496 inches with our Glock, and then our 5-inch shot 1.398 inches. It's around 40 to 50 degrees outside today. A little bit of rain going on, but that's pretty much par for the course what I get with pistol ammunition. Normally our jacketed hollow points tend to do a little better out of that type of cartridge. Then as a comparison, here is our AAC 1.396, 1.871 had a flyer there, but then we shot that right there at 0.988. As always, your mileage may vary. There are people that are way better at shooting than me. Well, everyone, I wouldn't say our Magtech 180 grain full metal jacket 10mm is a diamond in the rough. Pretty much run-of-the-mill velocities for a 180 grain loading. It seems like a lot of manufacturers have dialed back our 10mm over the years, kind of like FN's done with 5.7, but we don't see anywhere near that spec velocity out of a lot of our major commercial manufacturers. You normally have to go to our boutique stuff like Buffalo Bore or Underwood to get those really warm velocities. The exception seems to be that SIG Elite 10mm, so if you're looking for hot, nice, warm 10mm loads, definitely check out that SIG Elite. Of the 75 rounds that we put through both the Glock and the Rock Island Armory, we didn't have any pierced pop primers, cracked necks, or separated case heads, or any defects with the brass. Everything went bang. As far as accuracy goes, it was right in line with the AAC 180 grain that we tested on the same day. I would say the precision or lack thereof is not necessarily on the cartridge or the gun itself, probably more so on the shooter's skill set. Shooting 10mm, even some of the powder puff stuff, does tend to get a little bit recoil intensive after a little while. With all that being said, it's time for me to get the heck out of here, but at the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible, because there's a lot that goes into them. Number one is my family. Deacon would like to remind you all to like, subscribe, and share these videos so that engagement algorithm can engage. So if there's more people looking for this information, they can find it. Maybe YouTube might recommend one of these every now and then. I literally only grow like 500 to 600 subscribers a month. You know, a lot of, content creators say that YouTube is suppressing them, and there's never any really proof of it, but I swear that they have a little dial on the back end there, and if I get over 500 subscribers a month, they just crank that little dial back and hide me ever so more. Number two are my Patreon Subscribe Star and YouTube channel members. I have a campsite in the description below. It's a landing page, and there's different affiliate codes or discount tracking links in there, so if you're looking at picking up some of this ammunition and you want to say thank you and you're going to make that purchase anyways, one of those affiliate links helps bring some money back into the channel. And what I do with that is I buy firearms or different types of testing material. I bought that Rock Island Armory with some of my Patreon funds, so any of that greatly helps. Number three is Robert K. Again, in full transparency, sent us some funds to make this purchase so that we can give you guys some hard data on it. And of course, number four is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range. Thank you again, Venture Surplus, for sponsoring this video and providing the gear people need when it matters most.